Hey guys, welcome back to Troutman Family Presents. I'm Joe.
And I'm Orion.
Orion, who do we have today?
We have animated Waspinator from the Age of the Primes line.
And really, this version should just be Wasp, but he is designated as Fugitive Waspinator. For those that don't know, just kind of a little refresh to the backstory of Wasp and Waspinator and animated. He was built out of the same chassis as Bumblebee, and he was in the cadet training school, and Wasp and Bumblebee didn't get along very well. And there was a traitor in the mist that was really long arm, who was Shockwave. He was like kind of like a spy, and he planted evidence to show that Wasp was the traitor. And Bumblebee turned him in. He went to prison for a long time. He escaped and then got out, and Black Arachnia did some experimentation on him, and then turned him into Waspinator, more similar to a mode that you see like in Beast Wars. So, anyways, that's the backstory. So he is supposed to be just like Bumblebee. Now, Orion, let's get back to the figure. Go ahead and tell us your first impressions on what you see in the box.
So in the box, again with the plastic, which is not irritating. It's actually nice. So in the box, it looks a bit small, like around like that big. Like maybe small enough to like fit in your pocket and have like his head poking out. So yeah, he's pretty small and he also looks pretty good in the box. And on the side of the box you have him, and then on the back of the box it has him and his alt mode. And on this side is the thing that every other one has.
Cool. So yeah, this guy here, he's going to be pretty much a repaint of the Legacy United Animated Universe Bumblebee with a different head sculpt, and that is absolutely perfect. That's what we want. We were really hoping to get one back in the animated line, and animated, that's personally one of my top 3 or 4 favorite cartoons, and toy lines, maybe even up higher for the toy line. So not too much more to talk about the box. We're going to go ahead and get him out, and we'll be right back. All right, and we've got him out of the box. Here he is in all of his glory. Orion, now that you got him, go ahead and let's give a quick summary of your thoughts on him.
So in the box I said it was pretty tiny and he could probably fit in my pocket with the head out. I put him in my pocket and he was even smaller than I thought. Like, he's pretty small. He's a lot smaller than our other ones.
So, well, we were just messing with the animated version of Waspinator and Bumblebee. I'll pull those out in a second. So he's definitely a lot smaller than the original ones, but he does fit in scale with the Legacy lines, the Kingdom lines, and everything that's over the last few years. So he's not small by that scale, and it is kind of neat getting all the different characters from all the different generations all roughly in the same scale size. So personally, I don't think that's a bad thing. But he does seem small, especially after messing with the Generations ones. So as far as accessories, he does have his little rockets.
And his little drills, which they combine to make one drill. Are they drills?
It's a stinger.
Oh, stingers.
Yeah, and Bumblebee had the same in the animated. We'll show that in a second.
Yeah, but these are like itty bitty.
So yeah, you can put his hands together and make it pop. All right, so there is a way to do it. You have to twist the arms around a little bit, and you have to get these pushed together so to make a flat space, like a flat plane. And then you can pop them on like that. It's actually kind of cool. So it's not too bad. And then those stingers will also, let's see. Yeah, they also go onto the tips of the gun, of the rocket boosters. So rocket booster for the backpack, or you can put the tips on here and have it like it's firing. Let me show you.
Actually, notice that.
Like this. Had to break out the instructions because it wasn't as easy as it looked. Yep, just like that. So, okay. And then you can also put these.
And then to put these there, you just tab them on those, right?
There we go. So he's got his little rocket boosters there. Well, that would be for if you're using them as a gun. But I always like kind of having those as the rocket boosters. So cool. And for comparison, here he is to animated Bumblebee. So you see he's about half the size, which again that is okay for being in the legacy mode, in the legacy line where everyone's roughly in scale with each other properly, because he's not supposed to be a super big bot. And this is what we've all been waiting for. Is here he is compared to the original Waspinator. And this one is such a cool looking figure. I'm really glad that we did get the Waspinator in that line. Just such a fun character, and the toy was really good. So, Orion, do you have anything to add on him?
Again, he's very tiny. Well, one of his rockets fell down. But yeah, he's pretty good, especially because he's like portable, and like I think he's pretty cool. Like the head sculpt, it's pretty good, and also the legs are nice, and the hands are nice, and it's just real overall a nice looking figure.
Yeah. So he's not as complicated or this one here looks fantastic. This one's fun, but this one is also real finicky, and it is kind of hard to get posed right. It's hard to get the feet right. So it does, this one here is nice and solid and stable. So that is a perk, if you're looking to just kind of have something a little bit easy to do, where this guy here is kind of all over the place. So we're going to go ahead and transform them, and we will be right back. Okay, we are back, and Orion did the transformation on this one by himself. Was it fun?
It was interesting, and it was pretty fun. And like all other Transformers, it was unique.
That's good. The unique ones keep it interesting.
It also felt exactly like a Bumblebee, since it basically kind of is a Bumblebee.
Mm-hmm. So, any thoughts on it in car mode?
In car mode, it looks pretty cool. I will take these off for now. So, in car mode, it looks like a little automobile. Like, if I had this, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, he's very adorable. He's very, very cute. He's just a little tiny roller. I like these rockets. I love the color on them. I think that they definitely have some personality. And you can put these either back here, or they say you can flip them around and have them like little stingers or lasers in the front. So if you want to differentiate your Bumblebee and your Wasp a little bit, having the stingers on Wasp and having the rockets on Bumblebee, I think that's kind of cool. So, so the best one to compare it with, instead of doing with the animated Bumblebee that came out a year or two ago, I like to put it up with the original animated Bumblebee, and Orion did both of these, and then I did this one. Which one did you like transforming better?
I think I like this one because this one is like weird. Like this one was simple. I did have to break a bit, like not like I break it. Like
you just had to loosen it up.
Yeah, that kind of break.
Yeah. So I did this one too, and this one's really finicky. It's neat. It's actually got some cool little components to it. So it's The engineering is really neat, but it's not a lot of fun, especially in the back here. You have to twist his whole body and kind of fold it around. And the problem is you keep on popping off pieces like this little windshield pops off, his arms pop off, his legs pop off, and you really got to rock it just right. Orion had the problem, and then I did it and it slid right in, and then I did it the second time, and we were rocking it and we couldn't get it to go up. And then eventually it just went up and folded in. And once you get it around, everything just falls right into place. But doing that, it's a challenge. One thing that I like about this that I hadn't noticed before, it's got little connection points on the windshield, and it reminds me of Cars. It looks like it's got little eyes sticking out, like from the Cars movie. So
Yeah.
But anyways, that's comparing the two of them. This one here, it's got good engineering, and it is more enjoyable to transform for sure. So let's compare it to the Waspinator, and this one's so neat. I like this one. He has got just such a menacing looking face. He goes from the cute little bug to just the total menacing, scary insect, you know. So, and then Orion, you want to show what the cool gimmick that this one does?
It can flap its wings. And for making it flap them as much as possible, you can angle them up, and it does that.
Yeah. And I like gimmicks in Transformers, especially when they're not super intrusive. And I do miss those. I know the last decade or longer of Chug have tried to do away with the gimmicks, but I enjoy them when they come out. The little spring loaded stuff, whatever it is. So I like that. All right. Do you have any other comments? Anything else you'd like to say about them? Here,
No,
just put it where people can see.
I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah. There we go. So here he is after almost 20 years. It'll be 18 years since Animated came out. We finally have our Wasp. So thank you, Hasbro, for that, and thank you guys all for tuning in. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and share.
All right. Thanks so much. I'm Joe.
And I'm Orion.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.